Morning, everyone. It's Friday morning, and I'm just going to play a Protection Paladin a little bit. We're still obviously waiting for Classic WoW to come out, so I'm just kind of killing time. I know some people kind of get mad at me for jumping around between different characters, but you know, I'm just biding my time till Classic comes out. So I'm kind of just refreshing my memory on how all these different classes play in vanilla. What is this one? I don't remember this one. Invisibility. Interesting. So yeah, I'm just kind of enjoying, you know, the last few days of the Lights Hope servers because they're going to come down on August 24th, and yeah, that's pretty much it. We're just on the Protection Paladin. We're gonna level a little bit today. See how far we can get on the Protection Paladin before the real Classic WoW launches. The escape. What is the escape? I don't really. Let's take a. I don't remember doing this quest before. It was just amazing, isn't it? A second. I don't remember. Well, you know what? I don't think I've even picked up mining yet. That was like a young Mabel. It should just last night. Okay. Let me go back, and I should have grabbed mining. I know I can get, I believe blacksmithing at Goldshire, but I don't think we can get mining there. Well, as many times as I've played, you'd think I would remember all this. Yeah, so let's find out real quick. Trainer, Paladin trainer. So we have the blacksmithing trainer, the shield crafter, but we don't have a mining trainer, which is too bad. So what I'm gonna do is disregard it for now. Let's go do some quests. But it's really interesting to have a shield at this low level with this little skull skin on it. You don't usually see that. This is a level 7 shield. I didn't even know there were shields this low that actually had that particular skin on it. This person wants apples, I believe. I think. I actually do have apples in my inventory. Let's see if that's what he wants. I don't know. Let's find out. Oh, he wants a drink, which I don't have. Oh. Apparently I did have. Didn't think I had any water. Yeah, I guess I do right here. Refreshing spring water. Give Gerald a drink completed. Okay, well. I gained... Not sure what I got for giving him a drink. Okay. Some healing potions. Oh, we did get the shovel. Cobalt mining shovel is about the hardest hitting two-handed weapon you can get at level 3. That's, you know, just a white weapon. Ooh, level 9. Oh crap, we got a bear. We got a bear here. This is not good. our first use of bubble in an attempt to save our life. Looks like we're gonna have to use that potion. Oh, Jesus. Another thing you can do is you can kind of try to face the mobs as you're running away from them, because if you're running away with your back exposed, you will be more susceptible to getting dazed. So these bears hit hard. I just use the hammer to kind of mitigate damage a little bit. I'm gonna take this one. Nah, let's just do this. Make one. If we want to cast a lower level spell, I won't bother setting up a macro, but if I want to cast a lower spell, I can just use 4 here to do that. Sometimes I don't want to blow the biggest heal on myself. I got up pretty early. I probably should have stayed in bed. Anyways, let's go ahead and kill Princess, I think. Hey, Dimitri, what's up? Yeah, I just kind of swapping around, playing different characters. Just kind of, I kind of was bored of just doing the hunter last night because I played her for so many. I played her for so many days. So Ken's like, "Why don't you play a paladin?" And once he said that, I was like, I couldn't not play a paladin. Once I got that in my brain, I was like, "Oh yeah." It's like, "Yeah, I really want to play a paladin, right?" You know, I love paladins. So I thought we'd play a little bit of paladin. We just got a few more weeks until Classic lands, so just really biding our time until Classic. Yeah, look at that. So this is one thing for sure, is you see the aggro range. I know that in these private servers, the aggro range is definitely bigger than it was in Classic. Hey, what's up, Rain? Yeah, I kind of just, I miss the Paladin. I'm not going to lie. I miss playing the Paladin. So I thought, you know, one last chance to maybe play Paladin a little bit before Classic comes out. I lost a lot of subscribers the last few days. People just do not like me switching around between different types of classes, I guess. Which is fine. You know, once we get to Classic, you know, I'll just have the three characters, and so you'll just see me playing those. And I don't know if I'll call them like leveling series. Probably not. I mean, I don't know, people like to see it as a series, like leveling part 1, part 2, you know. So I'm not sure. For Classic, friends said try out Mr. Pandaria. I'll be playing a Paladin and a Priest and a Hunter. Those are the 3 classes I plan on leveling. And I'm kind of just going to level all 3 at once, you know, switching, because, you know, the synergy of leveling certain professions work well together. And obviously, you know, if I have a character sitting while I'm leveling another, he builds up rest time. So making sure I'm always parked at ends and utilizing rest time as best as I can helps me level the 3 characters, you know, faster than if I did one at a time. You know, some people don't like to do that because they just want to level one character 60 and go raid, but I'm not really like that. You know, I like to play to have fun, and so. Well, that poor guy died, and I can't res him either. Alright, so I need to kill Prince. Well, let's kill this person. Princess's entourage. Yeah, which spec am I going for priest? For priest, I'll probably go. There's two different ways I can go. I can either go shadow, or I can use the build, the leveling kind of guide or build that is called the first 45, where you're basically just doing a wand leveling build, which is probably the way I'll go. You know, you kind of like level, just using, you know, it's like a holy wand leveling build until about level 45, and at that point you can either respec into just pure shadow, or you can go into like holy, or, you know, and just focus on like kind of healing your way to 60, which is usually what I do. I like to heal. I always like to level with the spec I'm going to raid with, right? And I do plan on raiding on the priest. So I enjoy, you know, doing, you know, leveling with like holy, kind of holy wand build, but you know, we'll see. It is pretty tough at like level 45 at that point to continue to solo level, you know. So I'm hoping to get some people in the guild and do a lot of duo leveling, you know, and different people in the guild, and we'll just level together. Yeah, the wand leveling build is actually quite good. Up at, like I said, up until like 45, and then it starts to kind of get a little tedious, you know, and the mobs take quite a while to kill at that point. But the first like 20, 30 levels is pretty easy. Well, it's pretty easy for any class except the warrior, as we've seen. See, the aggro range is pretty far. I'm just waiting for Princess to respawn. Yeah, so it's going to be Protection Paladin, BM Hunter, and probably the Holy Priest. Waiting on Princess to respawn. I don't know what the timer is on Princess. Yeah, in my Discord channel, I've got the wand build set up. I've got a link to it on my Discord channel. Not my personal Discord, but my guild Discord that I created a while back. And but I can certainly here. Let me pull up Discord. If you guys want, I can link the wand build here in the stream info, or in the stream chat. Oh, you won't know, Bola. He's gonna debate with me on yeah, I'm not big on Reckoning. Sorry. I'm not saying it's not. It is good. I just don't really like how it plays out. I don't enjoy that kind of that build that much. But it is fine. I don't have, you know, it is a good talent if you enjoy that play style. Maybe this he probably needs the bandanas. But I'm eating. Do I have the collector quest? Let me check. I do not. Okay. I don't know if the other guy needs princess. I'm not party leader. I would have invited him. Phone's being a butt right now. You've tested full prot versus consecrate, then prot. Okay. Which one is further concerns? Yeah, I do not like the wreck bomb cheat at all. And it feels so clunky, you know. That's one of the reasons why I don't like it, is it just doesn't feel very satisfying. Let me fix this. Damn it, did I mess it up? Holy Light, rank 1. I've had more problems with macros the last couple days than I ever have with macros. It's so funny. Holy Light rank 1. Hold on a sec. I know this works. Rank 1, common true, semicolon, guess my name. Unbelievable. Okay, Holy Lights, rank 1, delete. I almost think like when you start to get more macros saved in super macro, it starts to act weird. All we're doing is changing the rank. That's it. So this spell should work. I'm not sure why it's not working. Start down here. Okay, weird. Very strange. Sorry about that. Full prot. Yeah, I know you were doing the full prot without consecrate, right? I remember you were talking about that. Consecrate build 14k per hour on 2 mobs. Full prot, you can pull 3 mobs. 23k, that's pretty cool. Interchanging Seal of Wisdom. Limbo specs. So you're saying no consecrate. Well, I don't think you should be using Consecrate unless you're pulling at least like, really at least like 3 mobs. You could use it with 2, but that's probably just a waste of mana. Yeah, my question around Blessing of Sanctuary is, the Blessing of Sanctuary up, you're not getting any mana, so I don't really use Blessing of Sanctuary that much. Unless you, that's why I'm really interested in trying out a int build. And actually, I think this character here, I want to try something different. I want to go full intellect and see. I don't know if I can get like, you know, high enough level here. Let me hold a second. Turn the music down. But because Sanctuary like is hard to keep up a lot because I just run out of mana most of the time. So Sanctuary, I don't really get a lot of use out of it. It's a great ability, but just because of mana. So the other thing I would like to try is really, and I can't pull up my talent tree because I'm not level 10, but I would like to try more of an intellect build. And with the intellect build, instead of going stamina strength, I would be going. It's hard for me to go this way because it's like, what am I going to do? Am I going to go intellect and stamina, or am I going to go intellect and strength? If I go intellect and stamina, I'm going to have more health, so obviously I'm going to last longer in any kind of an AoE situation. If I go intellect and strength, I'll have more strength, so I'm going to do more damage, and I'm going to block more damage with my shield when I do block. So that's the interesting part, is I'm not quite sure. I mean, it seems to make more sense to go intellect. You know what I may have to do is mix and match. Maybe go like half my gear intellect and stamina and half my gear intellect and strength. So it's weird, and I'm not the kind of person who likes to run the numbers a lot, and I'm certainly not a min-maxer. Because I like to enjoy the game, and I don't like to really make it too much. I mean, sometimes I'll sit down and really run the numbers on certain things because I want to know, you know. Yeah, I want to know exactly, you know, what am I getting here. Well, Seal of Wisdom, but right, remember, you don't get Seal of Wisdom, so what, like level 30? So what are you going to do until level 30? And then, you know, and then once I get to like level 4, even 35, 40, I'm not using Seal of Wisdom that much. Now, maybe I should use it more, right? I mean, I'm using Seal of, you know, Seal of Light, which I think is level 30 also. No, Seal of Wisdom is before 30, isn't it? Let's take a look. Let's take a look and see when we get it. But that's the fun part of Paladin, too. There's so many different things to think about. Class skills. Okay, so Seal of... Blessing of Wisdom in Seal of Wisdom. Okay, Seal of Wisdom rank 1, you get at level 38. So that's a long way to go, you know, before you actually even have Seal of Wisdom. So mana is really an issue. It's 38, I just checked. Oh, you said the shield spike gives mana back if you have wisdom up? That's interesting. I haven't seen that. But see, a lot of the numbers you're talking about here are higher level. I mean, you have to be, I mean, you're not even going to have Holy Shield until you're pretty high. So these numbers are while they're good information, what are you going to do before level 30? And also, you're saying I should be doing a Ret Holy. No, see, this is the difference. Remember, and I've said on my stream many times, Bola, I don't level for speed, right? Like, now I could. I don't really like Retribution. Don't really like Holy. Now, one build I have thought about doing is trying to get the Seal of Command, which is more in the Ret tree. But, we'll, you know, the problem is, yeah, I don't really like Ret. And And I don't really want to, and I'm certainly not going to use, you will not see me level with a two-hand weapon. I can tell you that right now. I won't level any character with a two-hand weapon. I just hate the slow animation. You know, I hate there's so little activity. I find it extremely boring. So you won't see me doing any kind of a two-hand build. Okay, we're looking at 29 seconds when combat started after I put up Seal of Righteousness. Let's see how long it takes to kill this Prowler. I'm not going to judge. I just want to see how long it takes with Seal of with the Righteous. The Righteous! So we're looking at, look at that. We're already looking at 20 seconds. So, good lord, 25 seconds. Now, let's find another level 9 Prowler. Well, this guy's level 10, so this isn't a good test. We're going to judge with Righteous and throw up Crusader. Let's see how long it takes. That's really interesting, though. I did not know that a shield spike damage would give me mana. That's something I'm going to have to really look at. And so here it looks like opening up. Now this is level 10, so it's going to take longer. So this isn't a good example. Need to find another level 9 Prowler. It took 25 seconds with just judging Crusader and using Righteous. Give me another 9 Prowler. 10. Yeah. 10. Well, I should have tested it. Okay, let's just test it on the 10. There's 2 of them here. So we're going to judge Crusader. Throw up Righteous. Let's see how long it takes. I'm going to guess it's going to take almost the full 29 seconds. So Bolo, what you're saying, for leveling speed, you're going to be going Ret Holy, you said? Can you go to the vanilla talent calculator and see, look, it took, like I said, it's going to take the full 29 seconds, and it did. In fact, it took about 30 seconds to kill this mob, which is absolutely horrible, by the way. That's why, like, when you're a prop paladin, like, sometimes doing these quests that are, like, the mobs are one level over me, is just not very, it's not efficient at all, but... Oh, you do... No, but did you... Yeah, can you link it? Can you put a link to it in the chat here so I can open it up? Go to the vanilla talent calculator, which is classicdb.ch/?talent. But you're saying 11 points to get Seal of Command. All right, let me do it right now. So I'm assuming you're going improved. Are you going Benediction or Blessing of Might? I'm assuming you're going Benediction. At the top level of the talent tree. Okay, now we're going to judge with Righteous. And we're going to use Seal of Crusader. Remember that I judged before with Crusader, then went Righteous, and it took 29 seconds to kill the mob. I'm guessing it will not take 29 seconds to kill the mob. This is one of the things I've agonized over when you're at level Paladin, like level 1 to, like, you know, maybe level 15 or 20. Is it worth it to use Seal of Righteousness or Seal of, you know, Crusader? Especially if you're using a one-hand weapon like I am. If you're using a two-hand weapon, there's no debate, really. I would just go Righteous. And see, like, look, 2 seconds. It's going to come out to almost exactly the same. Maybe like a second. Well, he dodged. Maybe a second and a half longer using Crusader. So really, this is kind of what I've gone back and forth on it so many times that it's really probably not. They're so close. It's not even. It's more up to you, your playstyle. Do you want to use Righteous or do you want to use Crusader? Yeah, so you go Benediction, correct? That's what I figured. So you're gonna let me open up the window again. So we're gonna go Benediction 5 of 5. Then you're gonna go. I guess it really depends. At the next tree, what are you gonna go? Are you gonna go Improved Judgment? Probably not. you're not going to go improve Seal Crusader unless you use Seal Crusader. Let's say you do, and you go 3 of 3 on Seal Crusader and 2 on Judgment. That would probably be what I would do, and then get Seal of Command. So you want parry? Okay, it just depends. So I mean, I might go with that just to get to command, because at lower levels I do use Crusader quite a bit. Let me look at the benefit of Crusader again. So increases the melee attack bonus of Seal Crusader. So with this build, you would be going Seal the Crusader a lot. Gives opponent a chance to deal additional Seal Command, additional holy damage. Level Seal, unleashing the Seal's energy. But then it's kind of a waste, you right? See, it's a waste, because once you get Seal Command, you use Seal Command. So you're correct. You would not do that. So let's take that off. So all deflection. I agree with you there. Actually, I totally agree with you there. Because once you get to Seal Command, you're not going to be using Crusader. And improving the cooldown of your Judgment isn't really that big a deal. Judgment's kind of a, whatever. It's good, but... So 5/5 deflection actually makes you a lot more... your survivability goes up quite a bit. So I agree with that. I think that's probably the way to go. Well, it just gives you more survivability, more defensive. And you know what? That's the thing about me with Paladins. I play very defensively. I play reflect. I want to reflect a lot of damage. I want to be able to pull a lot of mobs, and I like survivability and just a lot of different types of things. But so then you're going to grab that. So what do you do after that? So Bola, is that your first talent points you spend when you're leveling? Is that, because I mean, I'll try it. I might even create multiple Paladins in Classic and level up like 2 or 3 different ones, just to like level 10 real quick, just to, or maybe to like level 15 or something. Or actually, probably I'd have to go like maybe level 25 to really get a feel for which one's really working well. It's probably something I should have. It's something I've wanted to do. I just have been playing other classes. I kind of got a little burned out on the Paladin because I had played so much Paladin that I was playing different ones. Yeah, and I do want to tank 5-mans. I mean, I've got my final build that I use for tanking 5-mans that I think is really good. Yeah, that's another thing about Classic, which I don't think they have, which would have been really nice, is if they put. I think putting in a, dual talent spec would have been really nice, allowing us to have 2 specs, because it just costs so much money to constantly swap back and forth. So you're going full prot, max reckoning. Yeah. Yeah, if I go, let's go to my build. So let's reset this. Reset. My build's going to be, we're going to go Divine Intellect this time, which means I have to stack Intellect. And then we're going to go improve Seal of Righteousness, Consecration, Readout, Precision, Toughness, Shield Specialization, and then, okay, so at level 39, with the way I build my build, level 39 is the first, is the lowest level to where I actually have all my points into, into Improved Righteous Fury. So for me, really, the way I play, my Paladin really isn't at her best as far as tanking until I'm like level, 39. That's why, if you've watched my videos, I always talk about the fact that I really don't even try to tank that much until I'm like level 40. Doesn't mean I can't tank. I mean, I can easily tank Dead Mines and Stackades and those instances because they're so easy, but I don't really think of myself as a pure tank until I'm around level 39. But you were just saying that you go holy though. Let me hold on a second, which kind of contradicts what you said about going, because you're really going into the ret tree to get seal command. Usually, what I do is, I go 11 into holy, and then I just go pretty much everything else into prot until pretty high. Honestly, there's probably about, I would say, at least 3 or 4 more builds I want to try out on the Paladin, and they're not really leveling builds. I don't create builds for leveling. I mean, I do in a way, but that's not the focus. I'm not thinking about leveling speed. I mean, it's nice to level quick, of course, but I think about creating builds that are efficient, that give me survivability, but also give me the ability to, to level fairly quickly. I mean, I kind of put it all together. Do I have survivability? Can I level fairly quickly? Can I down mobs quick enough? That's what I'm thinking about, JD. Is I'm thinking about going into ret to get seal of command. Oh, and you're gonna go ahead and get pursuit. Let me take a look. That's actually not a bad idea, because I tell you, one thing that really does slow me down is just moving, just walking around everywhere. So getting pursuit might be something worth looking into. Why do I not have my blessing of devotion? My devotion, probably because I'm talking to everybody, but yeah, that might be worth looking into. I'm just throwing a quick rank 1 heal. Although now he's, yeah, it is. Yeah, I wanted to try a few more things out on the Paladin before Classic comes out, and honestly, I just needed a little break from the Hunter. I was getting bored of the Hunter. And the Warrior, I've kind of leveled the Warrior as far as I want to go, to know that I just really don't want to play a Warrior. I just don't really want to deal with leveling a Warrior. It's kind of a pain in the ass. And I don't really enjoy the Warrior enough to really do it. I'm not like, oh, I want to be a level 60 Warrior. Who the hell wants to be a Prot Warrior anyway? I mean, if you want to be a tank, Prot Warrior's great, but good luck. Man, you're going to have so much... You're going to compete for gear with a lot of other Warriors, but, if you get yourself in a good guild, it's not a problem, so... Well, so if we go... Yeah, that's going to be a big difference, though. So we go into the talent build. Let me go in and let me reset this again. We're going to go Benediction, Deflection, Seal of Command, and Pursuit of Justice. So right now we're level 22, right? Then I'm going to go, I have to go Divine Intellect 5 of 5 with the build that I'm looking to go with. I'm actually going to try out an Intellect build. And then we don't need Improved Seal of Righteousness. At this point, I don't even want to use Consecrate, because that second level of talents on Holy are pretty much a complete waste. So I don't want to waste 5 talent points on Seal of Righteousness, because I'll be using Seal of Command. So then I'm going to go right into the Protection Tree and get rid out, Grab Precision, 3 of 3, Toughness, then Shield Specialization, and probably then go into Anticipation. So, yeah. I'm in Florida. I'm near Tampa, Florida. So 11, 16, 11? Yeah, but Bola, if you're gonna get Seal Command, you probably wouldn't go. Well, let's see. What did you? Hold on a second. I'm gonna get myself killed because I keep. Another monitor fried, so I'm all tabbing. Let me look at my phone. I just don't think if you're going to go into Pursuit of Justice and Seal of Command, I think the only points I'd put into Holy is just to get Divine Intellect, Melbourne. Man, I love Australia. I actually was gonna go. I was gonna go to Australia, and I'd saved up the money to take a trip to Australia. And then I ended up meeting my first wife and getting married, and then all that money I had saved up to go to Australia ended up going. I ended up getting wasted on her. Lesson learned right there. Don't get married. Which is funny because I'm actually engaged, so that's hilarious. $11, 16, 11, huh? I have always been a proponent of going on strength, divine strength. But there's another guy who watches my channel who's got this build, which he hasn't given me the talent build spec for yet. I don't think it was you, Bola. And he was just saying the intellect. He's saying the intellect build that he's got, where you go divine intellect, is just like amazing. But I'm like, okay, well, set me the. I'm like, give me the talent tree so I can see what it looks like. And he still hasn't done it. But he claims it's really, really good. And I can definitely see we're going. And there are people who advocate going intellect. But if I'm going to go divine intellect, then you have to have intellect on your gear, right? I mean, it doesn't make any sense to put all strength in your gear and then go divine intellect, because then you've basically just wasted your talent points. You know, getting 10% of a bunch of intellect when your intellect pool is like maybe 300 and your strength is like 1,000 or something makes no sense. I might as well give me the strength, because I got more strength to get that 10% off of. So you're going. Hey, Saravi. Well, one of the reasons why I go human is because of the improved swords. You know, the improved. I'm going to be doing sword and board, so I'm going to be using a sword most of the time, because I like swords. And having the extra skill and sword is going to give you about an extra 2% on your to hit at mobs of your level. Like if I'm hitting, it's just the extra skill. So that's why most people are probably going to go Paladin. And let's face it, dwarves are ugly. Grumpy's going to come on here and start yelling at me. Yep. That helps too. But for me, it's really the sword skill. And we have mace skill too, right? So if we go here, sword specialization, that increased 5 points at 60 is like an extra, I think, 2%. So if I'm like level 60, that really actually makes quite a big difference on my to hit. And of course, you're going to get hit capped and all that anyway, but it does help though. And what we're seeing, spirit as well. See, spirit increased by 5%. That also is going to help for your mana regen, which, again, on a paladin, mana is one of your biggest crutches. You really have a hard time with mana. If you had infinite mana on a paladin, I would say a paladin's a better tank than a warrior. If you had infinite mana. Think about it. If you had infinite mana, you'd be dropping consecrate highest rank. You'd be, you'd be throwing up sanctuary and holy shield whenever you wanted, because you wouldn't have to worry about it. Like, if you're really gimped by your mana as a protection paladin. You really are, in my opinion. Yeah, Bola, exactly. You'll be relying on that spell damage. So you're saying 5/5 strength, 5/5 focus, and 1 in consecrate. Let me take a look at that build. Spiritual Huge Flashlight and Holy Light spells force chance to not lose casting time when you take damage. That's like, it's... Honestly, it's okay. It's gonna help a little bit, but it's not a huge deal. Not unless you're like maybe PvPing or something. I don't find that it definitely would help, because I'm gonna be able to get out of my cast faster, so I can actually get back to actually doing damage. So yeah, it does help. And every time I see this damn cow, I think it's a freaking wolf, and it's annoying me. So you're going down? You're doing down, cow! Alright. Let's actually look at our quests. Also, my quest log. I'm so used to seeing it. Over here. So let's go ahead and throw it back up over here. Oh, she's gonna drink. Right as I start to go into combat, you're gonna drink, and now I got multiple mobs on me, and you're drinking? You're drinking? You're drinking? Alright. I'm gonna leave this group because sorry girl, but I'm too busy talking to you guys in the stream to really focus on what I'm doing right here, and I don't want to make that person wait. So let's get to a safe spot. It is 9:10 a.m. So I have to start working pretty soon anyway, in about 20 minutes. Yeah, you can. You think the dwarf's better for AoE tanking because of what, stone form? What are the ratios on the dwarf again? Stone form, and what's the other one? A lot of Gears of Paladin will have spirit on it. Yeah, the spirit buff is certainly going to help. But at Bola, you have to remember, I've never raided on a protection paladin, so I would have no concept of how the numbers play out or what it feels like to raid on a protection paladin because I've never done it. So that's cool, good to know. But and honestly, I don't plan on raiding on a protection paladin. My paladin getting to 60 is all about grinding loot and stuff from my other characters to help supplant them, you know, and just because I enjoy tanking 5-mans and it's fun. I just like the paladin. I wish they had a taunt, man. Yeah, that's what I've pretty much, in all the research I've done for raid tanking on a protection paladin, you need spell power. There's that guide out there too. Again, let's take a look. Guides. Let me see if I can pull it up. I want to pull this guy up too because I want to see what I want to see if I can remember what he has for the talents as well. Yeah, they definitely against undead. They're pretty damn good. This guy's build's similar to mine. He's got extra points in Seal of Crusader, which I find really interesting. Other than that, he also goes into Intellect. Anyways, but this guy's actually fairly interesting. I'm not sure how valid it is. I think some of what he says is very valid. I'm going to paste it into the chat here. Some of what he says is pretty valid, but like I said, since I haven't raid tanked on a protection paladin, I can't really speak to it that much. I can't speak to it at all. A lot of his gear is pretty good. There's a few other gears that he doesn't list here that are actually pretty decent. I love the Force Reactive Disc, of course, because of course I'll be going engineering. But you can see on the consumables, he's, you know, he talks about all the consumables and all the stuff, kind of things that you're going to have. I mean, you definitely you're going to be farming for a lot of stuff before every raid. All right, let's get back here. There's quite a few people out. Quite a few people over here today. 1,800. There's a lot more people on the server than there have been in the last couple days, which is weird because it is a Friday, I guess, but. I think I have a natural inclination. My personality is such that I have a natural inclination to always go against what everybody says. I'm very rebellious that way. And that's why I have a hard time when people say this is what you have to do, I just naturally rebel against it. It's, you know, it's just my personality. And so a lot of times I'll be like, I'm not going to do that, you know. You got a rogue here. We'll see if he chooses to help me out. Oh, he does. Let's go ahead and give him some buff love, right? I don't know why I judge Crusader on that guy. Like, that's really going to help. Let's see what's he got. I should have just used a rank 4 heal on him, rank 1, because rank 2 was a complete waste of time. And now I'm out of mana. $15.36. Yeah, my build is let's take a look. I'm just trying to get to the quest here. Oh, of course, another guy's gonna come over here. Yeah, my build is, let me flesh it out here real quick. Okay, I'm probably just I'm gonna have to put my character in a safe spot because I do have to look to work pretty soon. Let's go ahead and judge Crusader this time. But yeah, my build is like 11. Let's take a look. Let me flesh it out really quick here. And I probably would use no improved Righteous Fury at all for farming, so... rank 1 Holy Light? Another rank 1 Holy Light? How much heal? Let's see how much she heals. Not a whole lot. 40, 50 and 49. I'm done with those. I just need the Merlocans. I need the Young Forest Bears. I'm going to park myself in a safe spot here. Yeah, that's one thing I never considered when I was doing my, because a lot of times, like I said, I didn't really want to have to respec a lot. But if I went with a true like AOE, like woohoo level 9, if I went with a true like AOE build where I was just for like farming gold and stuff, I certainly wouldn't put any points into improve Righteous Fury, which means I probably would go with. I need 25 points, and I've only got 22. Probably could go improve Devotional, or maybe, I don't know. Yeah, meh. Improve Consecration, or no. Concentration, or no. Let's go. And then we need 30 points, and we're... Yeah, so my build would probably be something around like 11:31:9 for that. But I really want to, I don't know, man. So the test you did in Elysium, you went holy till 36. I don't think you mean holy. I think when you said you go holy, hey Bola, when you go back up in the chat and you said 36 for you is ideal because you have improved righteous and 3/3 shield spec. You're saying 30, level 36. Okay, I got you for tanking. But I'm not sure what you mean when you said on Elysium you went holy till 36. What do you mean? Were you really spec'd mostly in holy? Or were you actually just... You know, one thing I've never done either, I've actually never done, is go down and get like holy shock. Do like a holy shock build. That's another thing I always wanted to try out. I have no idea what it would be like. But as I see it, there's probably about, I don't know, there must be about 15 or 20 different paladin specs you could play, you know, you could level with, which would all probably be pretty, yeah, pretty fun specs. But guys, I do have to jump offline because I have to work. So I will, you know, it was good chatting. I always like hearing, you know, comments around builds. Hey, GS. I know my paladin was around, what was he, like 6 days or something? Yeah, I think I was around 6 days, but I was going with a pretty slow build. Yeah, 4 days and 5 hours is good. It's pretty good. Oh, you got 40 in 4 days, 5 hours? I think I got 60 in around, I don't know. Well, let's take a look. I mean, these guys aren't going to be very accurate. Here. I actually want to log out here because I want to finish these quests. So I bet it probably took me more than 6 days. But I was also leveling up my... I was leveling up my profession, and I was using my protection paladin to basically farm the hell out of dead mines for my other characters. So I spent a lot of time not leveling. That's what I'm trying to say. But I would say if I just focused on leveling with my protection paladin build, I'm going to guess around 6 or 7 days. Of course, that would be doing a lot of quests as well. You know, you wouldn't be doing like really AoE. Wouldn't be doing like a ton of AoE. The problem is the AoE for protection mod isn't that great on the servers that are, you know, that are busy. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when you're on a PvP realm, PvP server, it's really going to add a lot of extra time to your leveling. But if you look at, I'm sure this character's probably around like 10 or 12 days, I would imagine. So if you're 15 days, but this character's been 60 for a while, so I can't really... I think it's probably for me, if I was just doing quests and trying to level via quests, even with this particular build, I'm going to guess it would be around 6 to 8 days. But leveling the way I level, where I'm helping my other characters by farming stuff, and I'm also, you know, working my professions, it probably is more around 10 days. But you can see this build is going to be 11, 31, 9, which is pretty much, you know, and this one has improved Righteous Fury. So this is my tanking build. This is like my 5-man tanking build. And it's fine. I think this is a very good tanking build. Skullflame Shield and Stockade Bones. Well, I tell you what, I grinded. I actually knew some different ways to get gold. I mean, I actually got really lucky with the Skullflame Shield because I bought that for around 100, 130 gold, which is actually a really cheap price for the Skullflame Shield on private servers. The Pauldrons, I also got pretty good price on those. I think I got those for around 80 or 90 gold. But yeah, I'm just like... Of course, you gotta have the tabard though. You gotta have the, you know, the white tabard with the red cross. That's just so badass on a paladin. So, but that's it, guys. I do have to work, so I'm gonna jump off. But I'll be playing like on and off. I'll probably have my computer up and just kind of playing on and off today, but I won't be streaming, obviously. So, Thunder Fury. Dude, that would be pretty cool. But the Force Reactive Disc is going to be fun. I mean, the Force Reactive Disc for just AoE is pretty cool. I would like to have Iron Foe. Give me Iron Foe, Force Reactive Disc. I mean, weapon swaps. I think one thing I really wanted to try with the Warrior, one thing that did make me want to level the Warrior up more is that I really wanted to double stack the poisons on 2 weapon sets in Ungoro Crater. And try to see how many stacks of poison I get. Because in the Paladin, I can only get, what, maybe 4 or 5 stacks of poison by weapon swapping. You can get 3 stacks per weapon. But there's only so much time. The stacks fall off pretty fast. But if I was dual wielding on the Fury Warrior, and I had 2 sets of weapons that had the poison on them, I mean, the amount of stacks of poison out, and the stacks are unique to each weapon, so it's possible that you could have 4 stacks of poison on a mob that are, 4 individual poisons and that are stacked 3 times each. Can you imagine the damage? And that's one of the things I really wanted to test out on the Fury Warrior, but I just don't think I'm gonna level that character up to 50, and so. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. I'll be back on later tonight, of course. My girlfriend really wants to spend more time with me this weekend because I played a lot of WoW last weekend, so I may not be streaming as much this weekend. So we'll find out. But usually I do most of my streaming at night anyway when she usually goes to bed. See you, Bola. See you guys. I got to go work, unfortunately. Peace.